I love auctions. So went to an auction today, and this is what I picked up. Plus I've got some larger items that I've already unloaded in the other building, mostly because they didn't fit in here. And it's a sawhorse, like a pigeonhole organizer, and a clamp rack. So not anything big there. But yeah, I went to an auction, had a little bit of fun. It's super windy today. Earlier the winds were at 40+ miles an hour. So it is just not a nice day outside. And so I figured I would do this. Went to the auction, and mostly it was an outside auction, so there was a lot of wind, but I couldn't really work in the shop or shed this morning because, as you can see, we warmed up from about 40 degrees to about 70 degrees in 24 hours. And so everything this morning was just dripping wet. Didn't do me any good to attempt to do anything in the shed or the shop, just because everything was just dripping with water and it'd be hard to hold and everything else. So figured I'd go to the auction, let it dry out a little bit. Now that it's dried some, I can get to work in the shop, and I'm just going to go ahead and go through all this, get this put where it needs to be, get rid of what I don't want, etc., etc. So let's see what I've got. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set you up on the tripod. I'm going to kind of clear off one corner here, and we're going to go through everything. I'm going to try to remember what I paid for it, kind of tell you some of those things, and we will go from there. All right, so we'll kind of do this box by box, kind of like Tubal Cain does, or Mr. Pete. Just because I think it's kind of cool to see some of this stuff. I'll explain why I bought the box, how much I paid for it, things along those lines. I've had a couple folks ask me about more of these videos. This box right here, I actually bought for the screwdrivers. I really love these Ace Pro Series screwdrivers. All of these are in pretty good condition. Probably the Phillips is the most worn of the three that are in here, but they're all, you know, that one's got a little bit of wear on the end there, but they're in pretty good shape. Plus you have this nice drift. I guess you'd call it a drift. I'm not really sure. It's a Davies drift. I think that's the brand. Yep, right there, Davies. So I'll put that in the tool drawer. I've always kind of had a soft spot for these wooden handle screwdrivers. I don't know why. So those will be going in my toolbox. And then you can never have too many utility knives. Still works, so I'll keep that. I don't need a level. Snap ring pliers. They're KD brand snap ring pliers. They seem to be in pretty good condition. Keep those. I certainly don't need another wrench. It is just a chrome vanadium wrench. These are dropped forge Fuller needle nose pliers. Those are kind of cool. No name. Those probably warrant a little bit further investigation. Stubby screwdrivers are always great. Don't think I need any of these screwdrivers, so they'll probably stay in the box. Certainly don't need the drill, this little wrench. Don't need that. And then let's look in here and see what kind of our drill bits look like. They actually they are used, but they look okay. So we'll probably keep those for the time being. So all this stuff, what I'm going to do is, if I don't want it, I will just stick it on eBay. I've been doing this quite a bit recently in my cleanup efforts. Is I have been leaving all these things on eBay and just auctioning them off, starting them at either 10 or 20 bucks in 7 days, and whoever wants them can have them. So if you're interested in any of these tools that you don't see me put in my keep pile, go ahead and look on my eBay. Just my username. All right, so here is a Milwaukee drill. So this came as a larger lot. It actually came with the box I'll show you next. I ended up paying $35 for the entire lot, but there's a reason. But I think probably what we should do is we should see if the drill even works. Well, I happen to have already run a extension cord over here. Let's see if it works. If you find this video incredibly boring, that's perfectly fine. You can always turn it off. Ready? See if it works in reverse. Our reverse switch just seems to be stuck. Oh no, there it goes. So, reverse switch seems to be stuck a little bit. Oh, no, there it goes. So it works, not perfect. Oh, probably what happened is, because there's still some dirt coming out of this, my guess is some dirt got in it while it was sitting out, waiting for the auction because it was so windy. But there's the drill. So probably put that in a larger lot to sell, because I certainly don't need another drill. It is a Milwaukee Magnum drill. This is the lot that I got. This wasn't included, that's mine. This is the lot that I got with the drill. And the reason I paid 35 bucks was this right here. I'm a S&K kind of collector. S&K ratchet. There were several S&K sockets in here. There was an OTC socket. So there's an OTC adapter. So I'm just going to go through this, pull out. So there's an SK breaker bar. That's a Husky. SK. I believe this was an Indestructo, and this was an Indestructo. Right here, that's K&T. So I'm going to go through this and pull out what I don't want and put the rest away. All right, back to the next lot. This box right here, I think I paid $7.50 for. Came with this nice goldenrod oiler. Seems to work. It's empty. We're mostly empty. Had some type of drivers. I'm not really sure what those are. Oh, hitch pins. Those are always handy to have. I really don't know what these drivers are for. Got some drill bits, some Allen keys, scraper, all that can go away. Clevis, always good to have those. Holes or saw, fine saw, don't need that. Let's see here. Master mechanic screwdriver, certainly don't need that. Pipe bender, doesn't have a tube on it, but a pipe bender. Oh hey, this is what everybody's always needed. A pencil sharpener. I don't have a way to test it because I don't have a pencil out here. Cute little set of pliers. Long screwdriver. That's pretty much it for this box. Not a bunch of drill bits in there. Nah, nothing too exciting there. All right, so next thing, I paid $7.50 for these crescent wrenches. That is I think this was a M. Klein and Sons. Never have too many crescent wrenches. That's a KT Tools. I believe that is a Diamond brand. I will have to look again. And this is just a Chinese knockoff. I'll put those to the side. Next one. These two together were $7.50 all together. Bunch of drill bits that I don't need, a couple of wire snippers, so nippers and then wire cutters. They look to be in pretty good shape. Level, Buffalo, Barclays, or Buffalo, 15/16 and 1-inch wrench. Just a magnetic level. Bunch of miscellaneous drill bits. And then the second one. So, sounds like a bunch of just miscellaneous drill bits. I wanted this right here. Had another utility knife, another pair of wire cutters. These were cute, I thought. No brand. Oh, no, there is a brand on them. Master Mechanic. This is a, yeah, this is a Barcelo again. And then I think that's really it for this. Got a tap or a tap driver, 20 wrenches, scratch all, twist drill bits if they're not full, used up screwdriver, and then I believe these are all Indestructo. Got some nail punches and then Indestructo sockets. I believe they're all Indestructo. Yep, that's what it looks like. All right, decided to empty the toolbox a little, or empty the table a little bit more. That way we can go through toolboxes. So this is just a Plano toolbox, has some modifications to the top with the handles, because I guess the original handle broke, which is perfectly fine. Not much in here. I think I paid $250 for the whole box. Got some gloves. This is probably worth it right here. Doesn't have a maker on it, but it's 908A. It's an inch and 5/16, so kind of cool. More gloves. Got some Irwin. It's a free sample of an impact doodad. So brackets. This guy must have really liked levels, and for some reason this one has a bungee on it. Instructions, ratchet holders, and a battery brush. All right, so this also came with that box of S&K ratchets, and I have not even looked in it to see what it is. It just came with it. So it's a Bosch grinder. We'll see if it runs. Has the end on it, which is good. Well, it works. That's good news. So that's in good enough condition. Now let's check out the jigsaw, which actually I don't have a jigsaw, so I'll keep this. Probably need to clean it up a little bit. I know of all the tools I don't have, a jigsaw is kind of interesting. Seems to work really well. I'll be keeping that. And then I guess we have all of the jigsaw blades in here. That's kind of nice. Actually, there's a lot of blades in here. Guess that's the instruction manual. There's the bad foam. More blades. Guides. T handle. Crappy pliers. Get rid of those. A couple more blades, and I think everything else can go into the trash. All right, so now we get into a little bit better stuff. We have a Bosch hammer. So this is just a hammer. It is not a hammer drill. So it's a model 113112E, and so it's just on-off. And let's see here if it works. Ready? Seems to work to me. At least it does a good enough job poking a hole in the floor. So that works. I bought all, well, there were 3 of these at the sale, or 3 Bosch hammers. I'll show you all 3 here in just a minute. But I went ahead and bought all three because there was only one in the picture of the ad that I saw, and I wasn't sure which one I really wanted because I wanted the hammer drill. I knew there was a hammer drill in there, and I didn't have enough time to really look at them because I was looking at other stuff. I think I paid $110 for this one, and then this is the one I was after. Make sure you can see that. So this is the drill I was after. This is the hammer drill. I actually have already tried this. It works great. Alternates back and forth. So it can either be just a hammer, it can be a hammer drill, or it can be just a drill. So this is what I was really after. I'm going to keep this one, and I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I already tried that one out just because once I got everything to the truck, I knew which one I wanted to keep, and so it was just a matter of getting everything, making sure it ran and everything. Not that I could have returned it because it's an auction, right? So, but there's those two. I'm going to keep this one. I'm going to get rid of that other one. And then I had one more. All right, so this one right here, it's a Bosch 11311 EVS. It is only a hammer. It does work. However, the little service light's on. My guess is it needs brushes. I paid $130 for the hammer drill itself. But this one needs brushes, would be my guess. That'll probably be a project I'll dig into in the next couple weeks. But it came with some really nice hammer attachments, some different chisels, things along those lines. But I'll probably put this in another video, repairing it and everything. I actually ended up paying $300 for this one, a little bit more than I wanted to. But I'm probably going to keep this one because I actually do need to take out some concrete here in the near future, and I'm going to use it versus trying to do it by hand. All right, so heat gun was part of that Milwaukee drill purchase at the beginning. Naturally, it's John Deere, so I got to have that. Some Ag and Turf yellow. Seems pretty liquid. That's back when this paint was $19.79, so that's pretty exciting. In this bag right here, we've got some drill bits. We've got some carriage bolts, 1/4 inch wide carriage bolts. We've got some red head concrete anchors, 1/4 inch, I believe. Oops. More concrete anchors and some just miscellaneous hardware. A random Tupperware lid that we don't need. These are some Husky and gear wrench ratcheting wrenches. Keep those. Stanley tape measure. You never have too many pairs of channel lock pliers. Screwdriver, another screwdriver, drill bit, small pair of needle nose, wire cutters, and then a Husky ratcheting screwdriver. That's it for that bag. This actually works really, really well. I tried it out earlier when I first got home, and that heat gun works outstandingly well. Really, the only other thing that I have to show you is I got this box, and I hadn't even looked through it because it was part of a $2.50 purchase. Oh, weed, that can go away. This looks like a bunch of drawer liner. That can go away. Oh, hey, car wash stuff. Armor All car wash and tire, and a nice sponge. Well, that's nice. Keep that. I'll give that to my wife. Tell her how great she is, and she can wash her car. Haha. So, I think that's it for the auction. I had a pretty good day. Couple things I'll sell. I will get those on eBay in the next couple days and get them out of here, hopefully. And then I can move on and on to the next one, on to other projects. I'll get all this stuff put away in the next couple hours and move on with my life. Thanks for watching.